Registering and voting at a federal election. Thank you for watching this slideshow today. My name is Callum Denault. I'm a Special Olympics Ontario athlete and intern, and I hope that this guide will be helpful for you today. Why is it important to vote? Voting is the most important way to make your voice heard on the issues that concern you. Voting gives you an opportunity to be part of the decision making that affects your life. This is because you will take part in choosing which politician is put in charge of your local neighborhood, and that person will be the one making important decisions. If you don't vote, others will make the decision on which politician is put in charge for you. Elected officials make decisions regarding healthcare, education, and housing, along with other issues, based on what you as a voter decides what is important. Some people like to say that a single person choosing not to vote doesn't make a big difference. I like to say that if 1,000,000 people decide not to vote, that does make a very big difference. Every vote matters. Voting in a federal election. To vote in a federal election, you must be a Canadian citizen, be at least 18 years old on election day, and prove your identity and address. Registering to vote. You have to be registered to be able to vote at your current address. You can register to vote either online by visiting elections.ca and click on registration, or by mail by calling Elections Canada at 1-800-463-6868, and they will send you a registration form. Once you are registered, you will receive a voter information card in the mail from Elections Canada. It will tell you where, what polling station, and when to vote. You can also register when you go to vote. Your voter information. To find out where to vote, who you can vote for in your area, and more, go to www.elections.ca and enter your postal code. On the right-hand side of the slide is a screenshot from the website, and if you look in that little purple square on the left-hand side of the website, there's an area to type in your postal code. The postal code is the same code used when receiving and sending mail. Once you enter your postal code, you will be taken to this page where you will see your riding and other information related to the voting process. On the right-hand side of the slide, you should see a part of the website that has 4 blue buttons with questions such as, where do I vote? What pieces of ID do I need to vote? And who are the candidates in my electoral district? If you need answers to any of these questions, please click on the respective blue box to find the information you need to learn more about. After clicking on a blue square from the previous page, the website will now show you information on what you want to find out. For example, if you click on where to go to vote, this page will show you where the closest voting station is based on the postal code you entered on the main page. So based on the postal code the person that took the screenshots for this slideshow used, they will be voting at the Jenner Jean-Marie Center. Depending on where you live and which postal code you enter, it may be a different location to vote in. And if you want to go back to the blue squares, please click on the back button. Ways you can vote. 1. On election day. Check your voter information card for where to vote, or visit elections.ca to find out where your assigned polling station is located by using your postal code. 2. On advanced polling days. You can vote in advance at your assigned polling station. Check your voter information card or visit elections.ca to find out where to go. Please note that even if the advanced polling days are over and you missed the window for this, you can still vote by options 1 or 3. Option 3, by mail. Visit elections.ca to find out more or how to apply. Please note this option means you'll be voting by using the special ballot process, and deadlines apply. 4. At any Elections Canada office across Canada, visit elections.ca to find the Election Canada office near you. You will vote using the special ballot process. Deadlines apply. 5. Other ways. You may be eligible to vote another way, such as voting at home for electors who have difficulty leaving their home. Visit elections.ca or call 1-800-463-6868 for more information. Accessible voting on Election Day. Elections Canada offers a variety of tools on Election Day to make voting more accessible, including a bigger ballot with candidate names in large print and braille lists of candidates, tactile and braille voting templates, magnifiers, language and sign language interpretation, as well as other assistance upon request in advance of voting, assistance marking your ballot, such as someone you know or you can ask an election worker, as well as a large grip pencil. Want to vote by mail? Plan early as deadlines apply. If you are an elector living in Canada, follow these steps after an election is called. 1. Apply to vote by mail. Apply online at elections.ca or call 1-800-463-6868 to request an application form, or apply in person at any Elections Canada office across the country. Elections Canada must receive your application by the Tuesday before Election Day, no later than 6 p.m. Step 2. Watch for your voting kit in the mail. Step 3. Fill out and return your ballot by following the instructions in your voting kit. Elections Canada must receive your completed ballot by Election Day. Other important notes. Once you apply to vote by mail or at an Elections Canada office, you cannot change your mind and vote at advance polls or on Election Day. When you vote by mail, you use the special ballot process. You can visit elections.ca for more information on voting by special ballot and more information on the other ways you can vote. Proving your identity and address on Election Day. Option 1. Show one of these pieces of ID, such as your driver's license or any other card issued by a Canadian government, federal, provincial, territorial, or local, that has your photo, name, and current address. Option 2. Show two pieces of identification. Both must have your name and at least one must have your current address. For example, a voter information card and a bank statement, or a utility bill and a student ID card. If you don't have any of these, it's no problem. Please see the following list of accepted ID for option 2 below. Option 3. If you don't have ID, you can still vote if you declare your identity and address in writing and have someone who knows you and who is assigned to your polling station vouch for you. The voucher must be able to prove their own identity and address. A person can only vouch for one other person, with the exception of those in long-term care facilities. Option 1 examples include an Ontario photo card or driver's license, which include a name and address. Option 2 examples include a combination of a student card, which is a form of identification, along with a bank statement that includes a person's living address. Again, if you do not have any of the above identification options, it is no problem. Please see the list of accepted ID for option 2 below. I'll be reading out some, but not all of the examples. So ID from a government or government agency includes your birth certificate, your health card, your library card, an Indian status card, or temporary confirmation of registration. From Elections Canada, you may use your voter information card. From an educational institution, you can use correspondence issued by a school, college, or university. From a healthcare facility or organization, you can use your blood donor card or medical clinic card. From a financial institution, you can use a bank statement, credit card statement, or mortgage contract. From a private organization, you can use your employee card. And letters of confirmation can include letters from a public curator, public guardian, or public trustee. Other pieces of ID may be added. We accept e-statements and e-invoices. Please print them or show them on a mobile device, such as your smartphone. Voting at your assigned polling station. First, an election worker greets you as you walk in and directs you to the right table. If you need any help during the process, you can always ask an election worker. Then you must show your proof of identity and address. Then an election worker checks your name on the list of electors and gives you a folded ballot. Then you go behind the voting screen, mark your ballot in the circle beside the name of your chosen candidate, and refold this ballot to keep your choice secret. Then you return your ballot to the election worker who gave it to you. They will remove the tab so that your ballot cannot be traced back to you, and then give you the ballot once again. Finally, you put your ballot into the ballot box. Please note that when you go to vote, there will likely be a lot of other people there as well, so you may have to stand in line during this process. And please wear a mask as well as observe COVID-19 social distancing just to make sure everyone is safe, including yourself. So what will a polling station look like? The registration and identification. When you arrive to the polling station, you will be greeted by some registration officers who are working that day. They will check your identification, make sure you haven't already voted, and hand you your ballot card and direct you on where to go to vote. Ballot card. The registration officer will give you a ballot with the candidates' names and their parties on it. Here, you follow the instructions and mark the ballot with the candidate you want to vote for with an X. In the example on the left-hand side, there is an X next to the name Jan Hudig of the Ontario Alpine Skiing Party. So in this case, the person chose to vote for Jan Hudig. Ballot box. Once you've marked your ballot, follow the instructions from the registration officer and either put your ballot in the ballot box or give your ballot to the registration officer who will then put your ballot in the ballot box. You have now successfully voted for your candidate of choice. For more information, please visit inspiredemocracy.ca, elections.ca, or inspirer la démocratie-inspiredemocracy@elections.ca.